What's up, 83 crew? Pilot 83 here. Let's review and preview Deimos' latest creation, the G39 Griffen, aka the G39 Gripen. Being called this, I'm sure, due to copyright infringements with Saab. I know Saab does not allow people to use the name of their aircraft, but not a big deal at all. Deimos is one of those developers who continues to get better and better with each release that he has. I will go ahead and say that this plane, from the little time I've spent in it so far, seems to be no exception of that. This plane looks absolutely beautiful. It looks so good. He sent this my way so I could give a preview and review for y'all. I know it's been out for a minute, but for those who don't have it and have not really looked into it yet, well, we're about to check it out today, and I'm going to give it an honest review of what I think about it. The plane looks outstanding. I love how it has a little bit of dirtiness and grunge to it, as it should. I'm tired of seeing planes in the sim that look so clean. Planes are not clean. Planes are dirty. They got to be cleaned pretty often, especially fighter jets. This plane, I mean, it looks great. So let's go ahead and jump inside here. So obviously this is not the actual setup inside the cockpit of the Gripen. This is some default displays, and this maybe like the A320 FMC, but not a big deal for the price point of what we're paying. If the plane works great and everything, then like I said, being a developer doing everything by yourself, I understand how these things could be hard to do, and also money being a big factor also in those same things. But I will check it out. He did a very good job of putting this plane together. The cockpit looks really well done. I mean, if you didn't know any better, you would say this is it. You got the smokes there and everything. We could put our name under our window on the glass here. We could put the pilot in and out the plane. I personally don't like having the pilot there. I think it's in the way. So you could do that right there. It looks super neat. Let's go ahead and start this plane up. If you are wondering what this here does, the peace and war thing, that was for cosmetic weapons to appear and disappear. Obviously on this plane we don't have, well, I'm sorry, on console we don't have that option. So sorry guys, Microsoft is not going to allow that for us. Let's go ahead and turn on these lights. I like to check all these out. Boom. Turn these on. Turn these on. Boom, boom, boom. Out here at Nelson in New Zealand, I do notice that when you push the brakes on your rudder pedals, that they don't move down. Not a big deal, just something, pointing out for those who want to have the most realistic effects of their plane. So that works. I know this plane's got some fly-by-wire to it, or it's got fly-by-wire, so we don't have to worry about the flaps or the trim too much here. So with this here, I believe we can set up a flight plan through here, and through here. Slight noise change there. The first time I've heard any of his planes have a noise change with the canopy shut. So, like I said, really improving on the work he's been doing. So, like I said, big shout out already. Now you will hear this because of how I have my afterburner assigned to the detent on my throttle. That ticking, it's not because of the plane, that's because of my flight stick, of how I got things set up. So I got to put it all the way to the detent and click it. But that's because of me. As far as setting a flight plan, you could come over here, and what you can do is I know like on this screen over here you can go to like direct to, and then this here is going to be your thing, and use your mouse only to control all this. So we go put like K, then we gotta move the mouse over, gotta kind of jolt it. Can be a little finicky. I do think this would be hard to do in the air, but we can use the other one down there to our left as well. These all sync in with each other, so that's good. I actually have not tried the navigation on this plane yet, because this plane is just much more fun to fly hands-on. So do that there. Now, I was just with this earlier. I could not find a way to get to this without doing this, going like back to direct to, and then going here, moving your mouse down, and once it's there, come here and click enter. Now we have a flight plan there live, and when you come here you can actually see, like, boom, that there. Alright, but without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and well, I'm sure y'all guys want to see some lighting. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Good lighting, looks good there. Let me switch this back to Deimos, brighten that up right there. Alright. We can move our mirrors. There we go. Alright. Parker brake off. Let's go ahead and take her for a little adventure, shall we? Bro, don't tase me. Y'all ready? Let's go. Our screens just went black. I've had this happen a couple times. I believe it's related to a frame rate issue. They seem to go off and come back on at times. See what happens, but things I like to keep here in the video here so he can see this himself and find out what the issue is and fix it. Looks like they're coming back. There we go. We're back online. This plane is super fun to fly, super agile. The plane has no issue making moves. I mean, this is definitely, if you like going in the canyon, this plane will definitely do it. This plane is fun. It's great control. Some of the best controls I have felt in a fighter jet in the sim. Then put the Joker to afterburner mode. Such a good looking plane. Let's go ahead and slow down for a minute here. Let's go ahead and check our autopilot. Altitude hold on. So it seems like when the screens went off, it cleared out our flight plan. I'm not sure why heading's already on. What's that on for? That won't go off either. Auto throttle on there. I believe we can control that here with the computer or manually. Yep. Approach mode, we got vertical navigation. Nav mode, huh? Turn vertical speed on. Vertical speed seems to be working. I'll see if auto throttle would come on there for us. Doesn't seem to be. Let's try this real quick, guys. I want to try this again. doesn't really matter. I just want to see if the nav will come on. So we got that there. Autopilot's on. Can we get heading off and nav to work? I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if I'm doing something wrong there. If y'all know something about that, please let me know. The heading is on right now. Heading does work. But it's like it's stuck on. I have to ask Deimos about that. But if there is something wrong with it, guys, he will fix it. So there's nothing to worry about there. Try our smokes. Oh yeah, beautiful. Trying to get. Oh, there goes auto throttle. So auto throttle's working with autopilot off. It comes on. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so it does work, but autopilot's got to be off. Well, it's still working now. But it wasn't coming on though with autopilot on. Not that that's a big deal for this plane, because obviously you want to fly this plane hands-on. Much more fun than using autopilot to fly this thing around. That seems to be the only issue to me, is the autopilot features not working. Other than that, the plane, I mean, it looks amazing, flies amazing, feels amazing. Definitely a plane I recommend for sure for $25. I mean, this thing is fun. It has excellent control. This is what I'd want to use in a dogfight for sure. I mean, this plane can freaking move too. We're flying out, but we don't even have our afterburners on. Now we go. Great plane, great plane. Just needs a few fixes. Like I said, the autopilot and just the root cause of those black screens happening. I'm thinking that it's a frame rate issue. Air brake. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say that's what's causing that. Like I said, it only happens here and there, and whenever it does happen, they do come back on. So it's not something that's off that stays off. So I'm sure he'll get it figured out. So this plane is great. I personally wouldn't care if this plane did not have autopilot. I mean, this thing is just super fun to fly. The fly-by-wire keeps it going nice and steady. We are going to go ahead and do our first landing in this plane. I have not landed this plane yet, and I have not landed it intentionally, so I could share the first landing of this plane with y'all. So we can see how it is. That's how I like to do these. That way you get an idea if you haven't, if you're not familiar with planes, or even if you are, you get an idea of the landing difficulty of this plane right off the bat. Got a little crosswind. Our flight wire should have our flaps already going down. It does. Beautiful. Things are loading in a little slow down there. Seems to be holding real smooth. I see we're now down at full flaps. That was all feel, guys. All feel. Those screens out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that with the black screens. If y'all guys are having that issue as well, let me know. Because let me know if it's just me that's having that issue. It could be something I have downloaded interfering. But I'm thinking it's a frame rate thing. Because I notice if it's like at a default airport and no one's around, there's no issue. But if it's like an add-on or it's busy around you, a bunch of planes, it happens. But yeah, guys, so I think besides those issues, I think the plane is pretty freaking awesome. I think for $25, it's a good buy. The plane, like I said, it does have a couple things that need to be updated. I know he said that he has some updates coming. He could already be aware of these. I know whenever there is an issue, like I said, he always fixes it. So I would say it's up to you if you want to wait on that update, or if you want to go ahead and get it. Like I said, I think it's a great plane to fly. And the autopilot thing, to me, is not the big deal. The black screens are the big deal, but I know those will be taken care of. I know he was talking about fixing the frame rate issue with the plane. But yeah, guys, I think it's a great plane. I don't mind it at all. I think it's great. I'd have no problem spending $25 on it. Like I said, I know the developer will fix it, and that to me is the biggest thing, is will the developer fix the plane, and will they fix it fast? And obviously Deimos will. So until next time, guys, I am Pilot 83. Let me know if y'all have the plane and what y'all think about it. Until next time, guys, happy flying out there. You know we fly. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys.